Yes, sir, that's a better fish. Oh, nope. You're not coming off today. Not today. Welcome back to the show, fellow anglers. You're watching Delicious Fishing, and you know it's me, your one and only host, Danny Lee. My friends, we're back out again today at, well, what I am now deeming the honey hole, on another cloudy, iffy day. I just don't know why we can't shake this weather, but I guess that's spring around here. So it doesn't bother me any, right? We're out here trying to capitalize on the success we've had recently, but I'm gonna be trying a couple different things, and then some of them might be premature, but we're gonna do it anyway. Why? Because I said so. So, enough of that, no more chit chat. Let's go catch some fish. Go figure, as I'm trying to shoot, we have distractions. Just had a train roll through and then that guy buzzed by. I'm like, come on. All right, friends. So if you'll remember, last time we were here, we had just a ball using the Dark Sleeper from Megabass on a spinning combo. And I also threw a Texas Rig Senko around a bit. We ended up landing quite a few fish, but we also ended up losing a few. That's not gonna happen today. Fish Lord's willing, we're gonna land them all. So, I'm gonna throw something that, like I alluded to in the intro, is probably a little premature, but I am just so curious. We're gonna throw this Teckle Sprinker, right? I'm gonna run a frog. This is gonna be like your swivel tail frog. If you've never run one before, it's just chuck and wind. Really, really simple. I took the liberty of bending the hooks out just a little bit so they're off the body. You see that? There's not a lot of dense cover around here, so I figure I should be okay. This is that Color Me, is what it's called. I'm not sure if that's just the name of it or if that's a challenge. But anyhow, I thought it would be perfect for this clear water, so let's give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, there's some chop out here today, so I thought the swivel tail on the back of this would be just ideal compared to a regular frog, so we'll see if I'm right. There we go. Yeah, I got this on sale from Tackle Warehouse during the cold months, and you know, I ran it a couple times just for kicks and giggles. Obviously caught nothing, and I'll be surprised actually if we catch anything right now. It's kind of midday, it's about 3:30, but I thought, hell, why not? And I do so love some frogfish, so hopefully we can land at least one. All right, nothing so far. It might just be too early in the day, guys. Like I said, I was kind of experimenting. We'll try it once or twice more and then switch to something else. See, even the geese are upset I'm not getting a frog bite. They have my back. I know you guys do too. I can feel some of my frog aficionados out there just shaking their heads like, man, what are you even thinking? I'm thinking I want to catch a frogfish, dagnabbit. All right, let's switch it up. We'll come back to this a little later as the day goes on. All right, so the next contestant on Who Wants to Catch a Fish is the Paddletail Swimbait. That is a Strike King Rage Swimmer, right? Almost very similar to that Color Me frog we were just throwing, but it's got that nice opaque white top and a little bit of translucence and, you know, silver flake on the bottom. I've also got that rigged on a 5/0 1/4 ounce Owner Flashy swimmer. This is the first time I've ever thrown one of these. I've thrown the, oh, what are they called? The Strike King, you know, underspin harness. Its blade is on the back though, so the Owner Flashy swimmer has theirs rigged from the front. So we're gonna throw this and see how it does in comparison to the Color Me Teckle Sprinker. Now, it's not really fair to compare the two, I realize that. But I mean in terms of, you know, was I not getting bit because I wasn't subsurface, right? So let's check it out and see what happens. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, so while this would be the second underspin harness I've thrown, to date, I have not caught an underspin fish. There are quite a few rigs that I've yet to catch fish on, and just because I either haven't gotten to them yet, or perhaps I've gotten stuck on one and really liked it. So I'm making my rounds, don't judge. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Second cast with it. Yes, sir. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. We're not trying to lose any fish today. Yep. Come here. Yes. Bam. First fish of the day. Look at that. Right in the top of the mouth, too. Yes, sir. It's a solid little 3/4 pound fish. Right? Looking good, man. Thanks for eating. All right, let's let him go. Oh, get out there. Second cast with this guy. Immediately it gets hit. Ah. Well, I guess I can no longer say that I've never caught an underspin fish before. There you go. Cool. All right, seems like the line's still intact. We're good. You know, I was telling you earlier that it's midday, but I mean, again, they're still biting. So yeah, let's do another one. We're not gonna go that way though. We're gonna come down and go this way. Trying to let certain parts of the water rest as I fight fish, you know? I feel like it's just a good way to maintain a consistent bite. Oh, it's stuck on a branch. Branch fish. Get off there. Looking good, okay. Come on, let's go. There's a fish. Yes! Come here. Ah! Woo! Man, that just went right through the side. Ooh, side of your face, didn't it? You're pissed off, aren't you? I would be too. Here we go. All right. I'm trying to hook myself here. There we go. Second fish of the day. I mean, almost back-to-back casts. Another 3/4 pound fish here. Right? Looks like he's got a little something there on the inside of his mouth. I don't know what that is. Anyway, good looking fish. Get out there. Go on. Ooh, yeah, he was amped up. Good night. Let me get out of these bushes here. We were juggling him there for a second, weren't we? I caught him, I mean, just right off the bank, so he didn't have a lot of time to fight me. So he did all of it once he got up here. Yeah, that's all I'm throwing, guys. Again, Rage Tail Swimmer, Owner Flashy Swimmer. This is the silver willow leaf blade. They've got a couple variations. There's another one, I want to say it's a golden Colorado blade. So feels like a little nick in the line right there. Not too bad though. I think we'll chance it, just go one more. Well, I guess that answers our question about frog fishing. Yeah, they're biting subsurface, so it's either too cold or just too early in the day. I'm guessing a little bit of both, actually. So yeah, I'm bringing those in today on my 7-foot medium action Abu Garcia Vendetta. And of course, not only for color scheme, but also because it's been a workhorse since the beginning of my journey, the Abu Garcia Black Max, right? I've got 2 of these actually. One on my cranking rod and then one on this one. All right, let's catch a big one, come on. There's a fish. There's a fish. Yes. Ooh. That's a better fish too. Yes, it is. No, no, no. Come here. Yes, sir. That's a better fish. Oh, nope. You're not coming off today. Not today. Get over here. Come on. Yes. Woohoo! Yes! Ooh! What'd I say? We're gonna go after a bigger fish. And by God, here he is. Solid, chunky fish. Ugh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got it in your eye there, so let's be careful and get this out of there, huh? Let's see. Man, you've got it in there really well, don't you? I'm gonna try not to rip your face off here. There we go. All right. Yes. Good solid fish. I'd say, man, I was misquoting the heck out of myself the other day. So borderline 2 pounds, maybe 1 3/4, right? You guys agree? Yes. All right, let's let him go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go on. There he goes. Woo! Ladies, gentlemen, what fun. And that line is still holding up, so is that knot. So we're gonna keep fishing it. I do want to try a spinnerbait today, but I don't know. I asked you all last time, when you're having success like this, do you switch or stick with it, you know? It's a good time to experiment if they're active, but nonetheless, I don't know. I do love just catching fish, so we're gonna keep going with it. I did let the drag out a little bit during that fight, and I feel like I lost a fish or two last time because of that, but you know, I didn't want him to snap the line or the rod, and I mean, he was giving me a run for my money there. That owner hook is not disappointing in the slightest. I'm getting a ridiculous pierce every time I set the hook, so really cool. Let's go. Yeah, it looks like it's coming off the screw lock there, so let's get a new one. All right, so that last one was worn out. I do have another one, but I'm curious. We're gonna try something just a little bigger. So I reached for the Reaction Innovation Skinny Dipper, right? This is just an all white, and we're gonna see if that can call up a bigger fish, right? We tried that last time and it worked, right? We went from that dark sleeper to the Senko and ended up catching a fish that was just a bit heavier than the, well, the first big one of the day. So let's see what this does. That tail has a much tighter wobble than the Rage Swimmer. I kind of like that. All right, so we made our way around and we've come right back. I got one tap over there and I tried 2 different baits. So we're gonna try a couple more times on this side and then we'll call it. So we're using the Reaction Innovations Little Dipper in Impact Bluegill. Personally, I think it looks more like a shad. That's just me. And we still got it on that Owner Flashy Swimmer. So let's get one more. You know, I'm curious about something. We haven't landed a single fish since we switched out the Rage Swimmer for this or anything else. So I'm gonna do my best to re-rig the Rage Swimmer, even though it's pretty torn up, because I'm wondering if that's just what they want. So, oh, there it goes. So let's just bite the nose off there. Right? And just go through the center just like that. All right, now the tricky part. Let's turn it over. I like the tail down personally, by the way, if you guys were wondering. I know everyone has their preference. Oh, that's gonna be a close call there. So let's do it. Right there, and then right through the meat. You think that'll work? I think that's good. Yeah. Cheering squad's back. And letting us know too. It's a good thing I'm not trying to fish over there anymore. All right, so back to the Rage Swimmer, right? We just re-rigged it as best we could. Let's see if that's truly the magnet today. Earlier I was talking about, you know, how different swim baits have different actions and styles and things like that. So this has a much more erratic tail wobble than any of the Reaction Innovation stuff, I find. Now, the Little and the Skinny Dipper have their own unique offering as well. They give you more of that helix, right? Where this is kind of more, you know, it swims in a more true fashion, but that tail's back there just going wacky crazy. So let's see if that is the difference maker. I'll be a son of a gun. As soon as I switched back to the Rage Swimmer. I mean, first cast with it. No, that was second cast. Second cast. Let's get real. Look at that. I mean, that speaks for itself. There you go. This is what they wanted today. Wow. All right, little quarter pounder here. Thanks for eating, fella. Get back out there. Fourth fish on the day. Well, I'm kind of speechless, but I'm pleased nonetheless. I mean, you saw it firsthand. They didn't want something with a tight wobble just now. They wanted that erratic tail action. So that's what they've been after, and that's what they've been eating. I suppose I answered my own question. If you're catching fish on something, don't switch. Not if you want to keep catching them anyway. And now, that's not a universal rule, guys, by any means. You know, I mean, different days, different scenarios, different bodies of water. There's a lot that goes into choosing your bait, sticking with it, changing it up. You all know that. And if you don't, take this as a lesson and a reminder. So in this situation today, mostly cloudy. The sun has been peeking through randomly whenever it wants. I've got clear, nearly still water. There was chop earlier, mind you. And I've got the Strike King Rage Swimmer and white, and then clear with silver flake in the belly, and then the owner Flashy Swimmer. So for whatever that's worth, that's what I've been throwing, and those are the conditions. Second cast and he bit it. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, getting all kinds of cheering going on right now. The geese are all about me today. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good note to end it on, don't you? Yeah, let's do it. Just a final word from our sponsors over there. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. Short, sweet, and simple. Love coming out, and especially when we get on some good fish. We landed 4, right? They all came on that Strike King Rage Swimmer, owner Flashy Swimmer combination. Will you hush? Anyway, I was throwing that on my 7-foot medium casting rod and 14-pound fluorocarbon. If I was throwing anything else, they weren't having it. Even that dark sleeper from the other day. So that just goes to show you, in some situations, once you've built a pattern, stick with it. Don't change it up. Now, I know my last video was significantly longer, and really I didn't want to cut any more out of it because it would have been sacrificing content. So do me a big favor, and I mean this, comment down below and let me know which you prefer. Do you prefer a shorter video as opposed to a longer one, even if there's good content involved? Let me know. If you enjoyed what you watched, hit the like button, leave me those comments, consider subscribing so I can keep coming out here and doing this for you. Thank you for watching Delicious Fishing, and when you get the chance, get out there and go catch some fish.